Hi everyone, my name is Jessica and I'm going to be participating in Pan That Palette 2016 this year. I have decided to do my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette that I recently picked up. I got this, I think it was in the beginning of December, and I used it here and there throughout the month just to kind of play with it, but I kind of did have in mind that I wanted to do a Pan That palette. And other than my Z palette, I really didn't own any palettes prior to December. So I decided that this one would be, you know, a good one to start with. This is the palette. I'm sure you've seen it before. It was pretty hyped up. And I didn't think I wanted it at all when I saw it on, you know, YouTube, whatever. But when I went in Sephora and I actually was returning what was it, the Bobbi Brown highlighter thing that was like limited edition last year. It came out again this year, but it was like chunky and flaky, and I took that thing back, and that was about $38, and this was $35, so I kind of just exchanged it for this, and I thought, you know, this is a pretty good price for the palette as well. It does come with a brush. I don't know what I did with the brush, but the brush is decent, and I think I will use it. Yeah, so this is the palette. I'm sure you've seen it before if you're, you know, big on YouTube, Instagram, all that kind of thing. So one thing that I did learn about the palette when I've been researching and doing different looks, looking up different looks, is that you can use these as quads. So like this could be a quad, this could be a quad, and then you kind of just like move on down the road. And I thought that was pretty cool, so I'm going to try that out. I'm planning to pan looks, and that's what what's her name, Amber F, the first lady to do this on YouTube, suggested, so that's what I plan to do. So I'm going to be panning this year, and my goal is to hit pan on every eyeshadow. Once I have hit pan on every eyeshadow, I will decide whether or not I want to finish all of them, finish some of them, you know, whatever. So that's the goal for this. For me, this does not have, I cannot make a complete look out of this because this is a pretty deep brown even for my skin tone and for my liking. So I am going to add in these two MAC singles, which I keep in a Z palette. So this one is Brown Script and this one is Swiss Chocolate. So you can see I have a dip going in both of them, and I hope to hit pan on these as well. Yeah, so my first look for January is going to be with the color Blush. I decided to first go after the colors that I didn't like or didn't think that I would really get much use out of because they're very light, and I don't really like light colors like that. So the look I'm wearing out of this palette involves Blush, which is a light silver gray color with a pink duochrome, Treasure, which is a really light champagne color, and Hot Chocolate, which I've used to you know, in the outer corner. As you can see, it's looking really red. Okay, now that I've winked at you, and that is because I've been using, so I'm going to use my ColourPop shadow in Drift as a base, and then I put blush on top of it, Treasure, the light one in the inner corner, and Hot Chocolate. Now I've tried to swatch it. As you can see, these are pale colors on my skin tone, these two. So this is like so reflective, so that's on the inner corner. Yeah, you can kind of see that pink shift going on, so that inspired me to bring this out, and then the deeper brown. So hopefully I can hit pan on blush this month. That is my first goal. And with Treasure, you'll see in the close-up that it is already wrecked because my fiance like dug his finger in there because he asked me, oh, which color do you think is going to be hardest for you to finish? And I was like, this one, because I know everybody else likes colors like this, but these are just too pale for me, and I can only use it in a corner. So he has dug up probably a quarter of that eyeshadow, so I guess thanks. Yeah, so this is the palette that I'm going to be panning. My goals, like I said, are to hit pan on each one, so we'll see what that's like. I plan to do a update on the beginning of every month, probably whatever the first Saturday of the month is. I'll be able to do it because I'll have time. So that's my palette. This is my first look, and yeah. Other than that, I am going to do some other painting projects and things like that. So I'm probably going to go ahead and film it because this went okay. Pretty happy with it. So yeah, thanks. If you are doing this palette for Project Pan or another palette for Project Pan and I'm not already following you, let me know so we can, you know, do this whole thing together. And yeah, this is the beginning. So I will go ahead and insert now a close-up at all the shots to kind of so you can see the progress I've made so far in the textures. Other than that, have a great day. Bye. As you can see, Treasure is trashed. I have a dip going in blush. I use this for liner, and I've been using this for my outer corner. I use that one up a little bit too. So let's just go on back.